Hello everyone, and welcome to my game of World of Warships. Today it's one of my replays and I'm in the Amagi, a tier 8 Japanese battleship. I'm on the map Neighbors. Unfortunately it's a standard battle, but on the bright side we are top tier and the carrier is only tier 6. Not that that stops the carrier from dropping me here, I guess. And there is a flood. But anyway. So, as you can see in this game I'm using the Godzilla camo. And I'm not going to talk about the Godzilla mess and the shitty way Wargaming implemented this. But if you're interested about it, it's something that was discussed among other things on the Cattributor podcast, the podcast that I've started with Pointy Hair Cheddar. So link to that in the video description. But anyway, let's get into this game here. The enemy is mostly in the north, it looks like. We have some forces there, but not too many. So we might want to be a little bit aggressive here in the south. I have to be careful because I'm kind of broadside to all of those ships up there. Although it doesn't look like they have taken too much of an interest in me right now. Also, I mean, I have a destroyer in front of me, so I want to be nose in towards potential torpedoes, but I don't want to be broadside towards all those ships. And concealment currently isn't really an option, also because of the destroyers. We just lost our scone. But I think the Sims is going down here. Now, will he top the Galissonier? Yeah, it looks like it. So Sims is down, and our Galissonier is down. Well, that's a shame. But I don't have to worry about those torpedoes anymore. Now I can go here towards the left and get a bit of, like, protect my broadside against the north a little bit. We are down a few ships here, which is not great. Now I also have to be careful that I'm not going to sail broadside into the enemy Amagi, but thankfully the Amagi is going behind this island. If this Amagi would come pushing down here, then I would, like, I mean, I have to kind of angle against the Shiratsuyu. So the Amagi could take full advantage of this, but he was like, yeah, no. Which allows me to just farm this Shiratsuyu to my heart's content. Shiratsuyu is trying to smoke, but I've just dodged some torps from him. And considering he's using a smoke, he can't have a reload booster, so I'll just keep going. I had the full intention of just going in there and proximity spotting him, but it wasn't even needed because he didn't do the best job of deploying his smoke screen. Oh, there are some friendly torps here. Not too big of a deal, I guess. Wait. Look nice in a really torp like this, with his 6-kilometer torpedoes. I guess he did. Well. Now, the enemy is still here with most of the ships up in the north. Our defensive forces have been pushed towards our camp. Well, I mean, we are 2 ships behind, but that's not the end of the world just yet. Now, the Amagi is coming back here. The Amagi earlier had the perfect opportunity to catch me in a crossfire, but instead he decided to go behind an island and then reverse round the island full broadside. I mean, I won't say no to this, you know. If the enemy team cooperates, it makes it so much easier to sink them. So, will he actually manage to advance before my guns are reloaded? I think I'm going to get a salvo of, oh, he's also eating some fish. Now, the Amagi has some turtleback armor, so it's not to Citadel there, but I can get my... Well, okay, I got 1 pen and mostly overpens. But it's also why I didn't aim too low. Because, you know, broadside Amagis can't really Citadel them. Anyway, the Amagi is down, so that's what matters. Now the enemy team has just lost a bunch of ships, so we are now more on equal footing. I would also kind of turn around, but it looks like me pushing forward is a good idea. There's basically a Normandy here, but I'm not too afraid of that. And possibly a Pepsi Cola. Not sure where the Vladivostok and the Kagero went. And there is still a set lurking down here. Meanwhile, my division mate in the kit is just trying to dodge some planes. I'm not sure why the Gneisenau went back. I felt like we had enough ships back there. Would have been nice if the guys now accompanied. And I think I didn't quite give enough lead there, but you know. One hit, guess that's something. And it looks like the Normandy is actually shooting high explosive, although he might change that. Oh, broadside Pepsi Cola. That does look tasty. He is slowing down. So, yeah, now he's pulling away there. Now the Vladivostok is coming this way, so there is a slight problem. Right now I'm actually fully broadside to the Vladivostok. He's currently still behind this island, but if he emerges here, I might just be in a world of hurt. So the question is, how do I want to deal with it? First off, I'm going to shoot the Normandy. Actually, if I... Yeah, exactly, I'm fully broadside to this guy. If I were to turn like this, it would probably be the best solution. I would have to turn my guns the other way though. The carrier is coming in here too. So I've decided I'll turn left instead. That exposes me a lot more to the Normandy, like the Normandy could get a great salvo in here. But it's the easiest way to keep my guns pointing at the Normandy while angling against the Vladivostok, and I'm a lot more afraid of the Vladivostok, I guess, than I'm from the Normandy. Normandy earlier shot me with high explosive. Did he actually switch to armor piercing? It's a good question. Of course, the carrier is also getting into the mix, and oh look! I'm dodging some torpedoes, which is an added bonus. Oh, I'm getting very low, and yes, the Normandy is shooting armor piercing here. I mean, this whole thing could have gone horribly wrong on so many ways, but you know, RNG smiled a little bit on me, and everything is fine. Well, I mean, considering that I'm on 10k health, yeah, I got it. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. But I mean, obviously, the best thing would have been, right? Before the Vladivostok ever had shots at me while I'm still on pretty high health, I should have just turned towards the Vladivostok, taken the time to turn my guns the other way around, and then stopped my approach because I didn't want this Normandy to go on my flank. So yeah, I should have turned towards the Vladivostok, slowed down, just farmed the other battleship, and then continued to proceed. So, you know, like mistakes for me. But, of course, I can now push back into the enemy. There is potentially still a set around as a threat to our camp. It's something we have to keep an eye on. I mean, it takes a long time to camp during a standard battle, and we do have a CV. Although the CV is so close that if the set pushes in there, he could farm the CV. Then again, I mean, it's only like 8.5 minutes left. Does the set have the DPM to sink a tier 6 carrier in 8.5 minutes? We'll set, it's just a meme. Anyway, so it looks like the carrier is actually going hunting for the set, so that's good. And we still have a North Carolina here who can also help. Meanwhile, the Vladivostok is almost down. And I'm able to pop another heal here. So, oh, it looks like he's also burning, so that should be the end of the Vladivostok. Now, that leaves the enemy with the carrier, the Pepsi Cola, and a Kagero. Well, and that's something. I haven't been Kagero torped in a while. Now, I'm currently not detected. Not detected tells me that the Kagero is not within 13.6 kilometers of me, so he's currently not within torpedo range of me. Of course, I mean, I'm sailing towards potentially the Kagero. If the Kagero torped earlier, sailed away, and torps are already on its way, there is a chance, but currently it seems unlikely that I'm sailing into torpedoes. But as soon as I'm detected again, that might change. Now the enemy carrier is still going after our destroyer, it looks like. I mean, Viper's in a kit, so he has some defenses against planes. But you know, I mean, he's a tier 8 destroyer with good anti-air, and it's a tier 6 carrier, so he's probably getting farmed by the carrier. And I'm detected, so I'm detected now. That means the Kagero is probably spotting me right now, and it's probably torping. I mean, it's the thing is, right, as I said, he's 10 kilometer torpedo range, so he might not have torped immediately. He might have just sailed a little bit closer and then torped, but I do expect torpedoes on the way. So it's now that I wanna change my course and speed a little bit and hopefully throw off the torpedo launch. As I said, I'm not sure when exactly he torped or which angle he torped from. All I can do is try to maneuver a bit and hope it throws off his launch by enough. Now I'm somewhat closing in on the carrier, but due to the Kagero I can't just go full speed in this direction, because that would probably be the one sure way of sinking. I can get some shots off against the Pepsi-Cola. I should have probably also launched my fighter plane, if you're honest. Not that it does much, but it does make you feel better. And oh, is it? Yeah, it's directly coming for my nose. You see, that's a bit unfortunate. Oh, I was down to 137 hit points. But, you know, got a heal ready. And now I'm healing. And obviously the carrier is coming back. I had to damage con here, so if the carrier sets me on fire now, it's going to be a problem. But I briefly spotted the carrier. Can I see him again? Come on, carrier. Show yourself. And there is a fire. I mean, I'm not really surprised about the fire. My heal is over, but hey. The carrier is fully broadside there. And... ooh, nice hitter. There's carriers still afloat though. Oh, hello, nice now. Look, nice, I know you don't look so healthy anymore too. There we go. Ah, there is a high caliber, there is a dead carrier, and there is most definitely moral victory achieved. And now I'm just... and now Nice now is probably pretty dead too, but it's fine. He actually got the Pepsi-Cola, and now he's floating on 79 hit points. The carrier going to get him here. Yeah, the carrier is probably going to get him, right? Come on, Nice, now we believe in you. We believe. Well. Good, nice. Anyway, so we have 4 against 1. It's just a set remaining. Let's speed this up. This is obviously going to be a win. So will our team find a center? I mean, our carrier could. No, wait. Kagero. The set's already been dealt with a while ago, I guess. So the Kagero is remaining. And... oh, they found it. Which brings us to the results. And you know, this was a fun game in the Amagi. Amagi is not a ship I guess I play that often. I prefer my ships more brawly, and I prefer the other tier 8 Japanese, the key, where I can't just go full secondaries. But hey, it was a nice battle. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it, and I'll see you next time.